Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Weather Sim forecast. And in today's forecast, we're going to be talking about another large storm that's going to be coming to the United States over the next few days. And this is going to bring a lot of impacts, as not only will this bring strong long track EF2 tornadoes or greater today, but this will also bring the potential for widespread damaging winds, as we are anticipating a big squall line to roll on through. And this could also bring the potential for even some more large hail. We will also be going over more things than just that in today's forecast, so make sure to stay tuned till the end so that we guys know what to expect for the next 7 to 10 days. Let's first start off by going over what's happening, across the United States. And look at this, guys. Yesterday, we seen 143 wind reports, with 5 of those being greater than 65 knots, which would be greater than 74 miles per hour. This is wild, guys. We were not anticipating it to be this bad yesterday, but unfortunately, we even seen 17 tornado reports, which actually makes the total for the entire year go up quite a bit. And we also seen quite a bit of hail reports. We've seen 27 hail reports down there in Texas, with 6 of those being 2-inch in diameter hail reports, which means some of those storms might have been producing up to golf ball size hail. So it's not very fun, guys, that we saw a lot of this yesterday, and I'm even sure that some of those storms probably even produced up to grapefruit size hail. So it's kind of crazy to think about it, but it's definitely something that happened. And like I said, we were not anticipating it to be this bad yesterday, but we will definitely try to be live today, as I do have time to, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I will definitely go live today, and we will talk about why in just a second. Let's talk about what's happening across the United States today, and you guys can see that we do have an enhanced level 3 out of 5 threat for severe weather across central and southern Missouri, and as well as northern Arkansas. And main concern for today is going to be long track EF2 tornadoes. Look at this. We have a 10% hatch risk for tornadoes right across those areas, including southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. This is where we will likely be talking about the strongest tornadoes today. Nonetheless, you should also be aware, if you do live in the brown and green color, as even a few strong tornadoes there cannot completely be ruled out. Wind threat, we do have a 30% risk for damaging winds. The good news is that we don't have any hatched risk, which means the chances of 75 mile per hour winds or greater are pretty low, but I would anticipate maybe a hatch risk to get issued on the latest Storm Prediction Center update, as like I said, we're going to have a squall line rolling on through, so I think we will need to really keep an eye on the potential for some strong damaging wind gusts, especially as we get into the nighttime hours tonight. And then for hail threat, we do also have a risk for large hail, but it's not going to be nearly as bad as the wind or tornado threat, which is good news. Let's also look, into the future, because once we get into day 2, not really seeing anything crazy. Once we get into day 3, we do have a marginal risk down there in Texas, but from what I'm seeing, we're actually going to get a pretty good break from significant severe weather, which is good news. So if you guys, got any plans, you're definitely gonna, be experiencing that break. So definitely try to, enjoy the outdoors if you can, especially as we get into tomorrow, because once again, we don't really have a whole lot going on tomorrow, besides maybe a few scatter showers and thunderstorms here and there. But other than that, we're not really looking at anything crazy at all, not even a single severe thunderstorm. And then if we look at why we are seeing this, we are anticipating once again some very big, Cape values, energy, moisture, and even wind shear. All that together really creates a favorable tornado environment across those areas, and then all that energy, moisture, and wind shear should then die down by the time we get into Monday. So now is the time to prepare, as we are expecting strong tornadoes as we get into the afternoon and especially the evening hours today. And then after today, and like I said, even into tomorrow, we will then start to see the threat for severe weather really come down. And so we should definitely enjoy our break, as this has been a pretty big one so far. And then let's also talk about, what we could see as we get into the future, because if we take this forward, we are once again dealing with a lot of that energy still, and that's why we are going to continue to see severe weather even as we get into the later part of today. And then after today and even into tomorrow, once again, we're going to have, maybe a little thunderstorm activity ongoing, but we're not really seeing very much across the United States. The next big severe weather event probably won't be till the end of this week, where we even see a larger surge of energy. And I don't even think these severe weather events will get very big till we get into May, and this is when we could even be talking about larger severe weather events than what we're doing with right now. Not necessarily by size, but more by intensity. I think these severe storms could even be more intense once we get into May, especially since we'll have more warmer temperatures around, more wind shear, more energy. So we really got to pay attention to this system very closely, as I do think May is going to be a very, very active month with significant severe weather, potentially bringing damaging winds, large hail, and strong tornadoes. But thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications, as we will be live sometime today depending on when the storms fire up. And once again, I really apologize for not being able to go live. Just so you guys know, I am not one of those people who can go live for every single severe weather event. Maybe once I get a little older, I probably could, but for right now, I am not able to go live for all severe weather events because of how busy we are. But for today, I should be able to go live at some point, so consider hitting that subscribe button, and as well as that notification bell, as we really appreciate your guys' support, and all that support even goes into the future of what I'll be doing. So consider doing that, and we really appreciate you all, and I hope you guys all have a great rest of your Easter out there, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching, and goodbye.